Hello everyone, welcome back to Tips and Tricks 2000 channel. This is a multifunctional wire stripper. Many people are using it. However, not many know all of its functions. It has many different functions, but most people don't notice or haven't learned to fully utilize these functions. To ensure you fully understand its functions, and next time, when needed, you will know exactly how to use this tool. Let's get started. The first function, of course, is the one that everyone knows and uses, which is stripping wires. It is also the most commonly used function. However, we need to keep in mind the size of the wire must match the cutting holes of the stripper. If chosen correctly, the task will always be easy to perform, and the results will be excellent as well. On the other hand, if we choose incorrectly, it will affect the result of the cut. Therefore, it will impact the overall result of the task. I will give another example so you can see it more clearly. When we choose the wrong size of the hole, not only will it be very difficult to strip the insulation off the wire, but it can also cut into the copper wire inside. The copper strands can also break during the wire connection process, affecting the work. Therefore, make sure to determine the correct size before cutting. We will have a perfect result. Additionally, another thing to note is the copper core of the wire. Although the sizes of the two wires are the same, the core of this wire is smaller. Therefore, we should also choose a hole with a smaller size, so that we can make the correct cut, as its insulation is thicker. And here is an example of what happens if we don't make the right choice. The outer insulation is not completely cut, which means we are unable to strip the insulation off. Therefore, make sure to pay attention before you begin. For the remaining functions, I will proceed from top to bottom, so that everyone can easily follow along. Basically, we have a pair of needle nose pliers. You can see they have small teeth. We can use it like a regular pair of pliers. Sometimes when we use the wire stripping function, we encounter some difficulty in pulling off the casing that needs to be removed. We can use the small hole beneath the nose of the pliers to help with that. And we can also use it as a place to bend the wire. Many times, we have to handle wires with large diameters. And if we still use these cutting holes, they will damage the inner core. So, here we have a cutting blade. And using this blade is very easy. You can see the outer casing has been separated. A basic function that people commonly use is cutting with this cutting blade. It's sharp enough to do the job. However, everyone already knows about it, so I won't go into much detail about this function. Normally, if I want to split this wire in half, I would use a knife to do that. However, this task would be very difficult. Here, we have a tool for that purpose. However, we need to keep in mind, it has an input and an output, similar to your knife. So, if we use it in the wrong direction, we won't be able to accomplish the task. Sometimes we need to connect wires with multiple cores like this. We will divide the inner strands into 4 equal parts. We will pass the 4 ends of the cable through each section of the small hole. Next, we simply need to twist the pliers in a fixed direction. The copper strands have been twisted together securely. The 8th and final function we share with you is crimping cable lugs. This is exactly the tool we need to use. We place the cable lug in the correct position and then clamp it tightly. And here is the result. Amazing, isn't it? You've just seen 8 functions of the wire stripper. What do you think about this video? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next videos. Thanks for watching the video.